Hello guys, and welcome to this 2 days free graphic design class. My name is Lauren Zaka. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to install the application we'll be using for this class. So when you go to your Play Store, you search for Pixellab. Now load it. This is it here. This is the app here. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to click on install and you'll wait for it to install. So once it's finished installing, then you can click on open. This is the default interface you see when you open your phone. See, this is just a default text that pops up whenever you open your Pixellab. So as you can see here, this part here is our background, it's our work layout. It's where we're going to be using to work. This place here is where all our works will appear. So once we have that, so at the bottom here, this is our menu bar, and at the bottom is our option bar. So you can see on this, when you click on this plus icon, you can see options to add text, current date, sticker, shapes, and add pictures or anything from our gallery, and can also draw. Just quickly go through them. You can see text. It adds a new text. You can see this is a new text. As you can see for current date, it imports the current date from your phone and add it to your design. The next one is our sticker. You can see at the bottom here our option bar. You can see a list of different stickers which you can use. So you may say I want this one, I place it here, I resize it to how I want it and place it at the bottom here and click on our tick mark here. That's all. Simple. You have placed a sticker in your design. Maybe you want to use this sticker for maybe like a certificate or so on. Then we come here, we can see shapes. This allows us to add shapes. On default, when you click on shape, it's a square shape that will appear. Then you can come here and choose the shape you want. So different shapes that Pixellab have added into their application for you to use. So once you have done that, you can pick the shapes you want. I have just used a circle, and you can see you can come here and reduce the opacity of the color of the circle. You can change the color. When you don't change the color, you can add a stroke width to it, and you can reduce the opacity of the stroke, whichever you want it. So you can see the stroke color, you can change the color of the stroke and so on, and change the edge of the stroke depending on what you're working on. And you can add a blur radius to the circle, as you can see, to the stroke. So click on our tick mark and that's it. You have placed the image, you can resize it and just drop by the side. When I've done that, we have our from gallery. This allows us to import things from our gallery. So when you click on from gallery, you'll go to where your desired file is. Once you have located it, you click it and it will automatically import it for you here in your Pixellab. So we'll come to draw. Draw is for drawing, as you can see, as it implies draw. You can use your hand to draw designs on your work and click on tick, and it comes out one design, as you can see. And you can resize it, and maybe you want to do your signature and add to your design, maybe like a certificate design. Because let's say I place my certificate here, and this is my signature. Simple. So once you have added that, the next thing we're going to be doing, you can come here, you can see this is for saving as project. This saves it as a project file, like a project file, and it is a .plp file that you can go back to again and use. Maybe you want to save it and come back and work on it later. You can save it and come back and work on it later. And you have save as image. When you click save as image, you can choose different options here. You can see you only have option to save it as JPEG or PNG. When you choose on JPEG, see JPEG here, you can save it as JPEG or you can use it as PNG. Then you can set the quality of how you want your design to be. Then when you set it to, I set it to ultra because I want a very clear quality. Then you can save it to gallery and so on. So we come here. It's also for sharing. You can share it and also save it to the same thing. And our quote icon. When you want to add maybe like a text, or maybe you are designing a daily quote inspiration, Pixellab comes with a pre-installed list of quotes and text, so you can see motivation, success, and so on. So you can choose the one that you want. Once you choose the one you want, it will open default in your Pixellab. So you can place it wherever you want in your design, and you can choose to edit it in your options bar here, as you can see. Just edit it. So you can come here to this tool here. When you click this here, you can see use image from gallery. Can decide maybe there's an image in your gallery and you prefer the dimension of that image to use for your design. You can click on it and to use that image from the gallery. Then we have option for full screen. Full screen is when you want to see your design in full screen so that you can see how it looks without you seeing your menu bar, your option bar at top and the bottom. And we have use image from camera. let me say you have maybe a clear camera or so on, and you see a very nice picture of maybe grass, and you want to snap it and maybe use it as a design for your maybe like your quote or daily inspiration. Then you can click on it and snap a picture. When you snap a picture, then you now import it, and a snap picture, it automatically show you here that you can use it. Then you can use it as your background or so and so on. Then we see other options at the bottom. You can see open PLP file. Like I said, PLP file is the default Photoshop default Pixellab extension when you save your file as a project in Pixellab. As you can see here, different options, and you can see exit if you want to exit it. When you come to the button here, you can see our layers tool. This is where our layers are. You can see all the things we have added in our design. You can choose to hold here and drag it to the bottom and resize, replace it where you want it. You can choose to hide it, hide your design if you want it. Let me see, I've hidden this design. So you can choose to hide it or delete it or make changes to it with this pencil tool here. So once you're done with that, so this is your grid tool. This is your zoom tool. You want to zoom in, you click on it and zoom in with your 2 fingers and zoom out. And when you are done reaching your desired zoom, you click on the zoom icon. Or if you want to zoom out completely, click on the percent, the numbers with percent, click on them to zoom out to your default size. So once you are done with that, you have this redo tool. You can click on it to redo what you have done, to redo your design, but that's it. Then you can have the option for deleting the selections or objects you have added to your design. You click on OK. Once you have done that, so this is your thing. So when you come to the bottom, you can see different options here. You can see for text for this option, but you can see A to add text or quote. We saw at the top and saw at this place here. So we come here next. You can see to work on your shapes or whatever you're doing. Let's say we click on this. You can see whatever you click on has a different options to it. I can see this one, every single one of them have different options to it depending on what you're working on. So you can see, let me click on the text. You can see on the text you use this A to make your changes to the text, because remember earlier as we opened the text without opening anything, this is only what we saw. When you click on this option shows up where you can add changes. You can increase your text size, do different changes to your design and so on. So let me come to this one, click on this one. You can use it to change. You can see, you can send your design to the back, to the front. You can position your design by manually instead of using your hand. Maybe your hand is shaky and you don't want this. You can use this one to move your design and increase it and make it faster to move further. And you click on your tick mark. You see relative position. This is for aligning our design or aligning our text. You can see align to the right, align to the left, top, bottom, center, and center horizontally and center vertically. You can choose whichever you want. Let's say I want to position it center perfectly. This is the center of our design. It's positioned to the center of our design. Click on your tick mark to place it permanently. Then you can see different options, color, texture, and so on. There are different things that you can use your project tools. We'll get into that when we're working on in our tutorial. So we come here, we can see this is for working with our background. I can see from camera when you want to add your image from camera, from gallery, for working like your size of your work layout. Then for size of our work layout, we can see this place, image size. This is for setting the size. When we're working on a social media flyer, and standard size for social media flyer is 1080 by 1080. As you can see, when you click on OK, you can see the size have changed. So whatever you're working on, you use, maybe you want a banner and you want something wider, you come to your image size and come here and increase the width to probably 2000 and click on OK. You can see it's wider. You have a wider space to place your designs and artworks on your workspace. So this is the end of the tutorial, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.